Cheryl, pounder ready to bring in the action as one could be going home and one could be moving on. Yeah, you can just feel the buzz of this city all day long, and we are seconds away now for this opening face-off. A critical game for both sides here, and we are underway. Oh, he hit him and caught all of it.
Oh, that's a tough one, James. You're along the board. They don't have a lot of give. What that means, you're feeling it all.
Climbs off the iron.
A huge opportunity to go ahead in this game, James, but it hits the pipe and out. Now they're chasing.
And he can't hang on up with that hit. Right up the gut, here they go. And he lowers the boom.
That's a huge hit. It's a message sending, James. I mean, you want your opponent to hear footsteps, right? Be looking on either side. Well, you can't do that, or you're going to find your way marching over to the box.
And he sprints to the bench to get the extra attacker out on the ice.
Running the interference plays is part of the game, but you can't impede the forward progress of your opponent. That's a 2 minutes interference call.
Our first lift tonight at their power play unit.
Their first power play opportunity of the game. They also have an opportunity to get ahead of their opponent here and lead this game for the first time. They've got to zip that puck around the perimeter and get the defense chasing outside the dots. If they can do that, they can attack the net.
They'll want to clear the zone here while they're trying to kill off this penalty. Gets a hold of the puck behind the net. Quick pass over to Woods. Boston's penalty killer's got a hold of it. Here's a shot. They score! The go-ahead goal comes short-handed.
This is why you play the game, James. This is not how it's supposed to happen. This is a real deflator for the power play unit. Now they've got some work to do, but man, the other side, there's a ton of momentum going now. Well, you better get out of the way because the big rig, he decided to drive the net. And that can be pretty intimidating, James, when you know that he's going to step in with his shoulder to shield the puck and find a way to get to the back of the net. Defenders, I'd be stepping out of the way.
The Bruins finally break the ice and get the game's first goal.
Yeah, and it's an important one, James, because there's not much room out there and not much separating these two teams. So that little bit of a cushion may give them the stir, the press they need to be more consistent, try and get another one on the board.
Biscuit Knees get set for the face-off here as they will continue to play shorthanded. The Bruins take control of the face-off. Boston's got it in their own zone. Great reach with the poke check. And he makes the save. Oh, the officials saw that trip, and the hand is up. Let's see the call here. The gang have been penalized for tripping.
Everyone has a role in this PK unit, knows that they not only have to kill this penalty off and keep the game within reach, but maybe they can be opportunistic and pounce on a loose puck for an opportunity.
Well, as both teams dig in for the face-off here, just moments away, it's our first opportunity to look at the power play unit here.
First opportunity on the power play in this game. And specialty teams are the difference so many times in a game. Huge for them to set the tone and really get the setup and the looks they're looking for.
Oh, making his presence felt with a hit.
Well, he's definitely not at 100%, really banged up out there, but he wants to continue to compete, James. He's not looking to get off.
Feeds it down low. Boston's got the puck against the wall. Shuts him down.
I'd say yes, some fast twitch muscle fiber in there because I'm telling you, he makes that save. I thought that was going in, but he just reacts and keeps it out of the net.
Numbers off the post and stays out.
Boston's lead will not change. Sometimes you do all the hard work to get to the right spots on the ice, but you don't have any puck luck, and that was evident there as it hit the post and out.
Gets control of the puck here in his own end. Looking to make something happen along the boards. Denied by the blocker. They score! Just as the penalty expires, they still light the lamp.
And it was was a great power play, a ton of motion and sustained pressure here, James. What I love about it is they seized the opportunity. They recognized that they still had an advantage, and they took it to the net. I love that when there's a shot, he just doesn't stand around looking. He gets his feet moving, and he tracks it, he hounds it. He's relentless, James, and he finds it, and he puts it in the back of the net.
The Bruins look to be on a mission tonight, already up by 2 here, and we're still only in the first.
Well, the mission is possible because they've been dominant out there tonight, James. They've been relentless. They competed for pucks, lose pucks at will. I mean, they've outbattled their opponent, and now they're sitting with a 2-goal cushion.
Big time stop there. There's the collision, and look who's hit again.
Well, he's been a punching bag tonight, James. He's going to have to find a way to get out of the way.
Raymond's going to give everyone a chance to breathe and hang on to the puck. Boston's capitalizing their offensive abilities here in this first period. The Bruins win it. Takes the feed. Right on the doorstep. Oh, and he misfires on that. Huge hit on the play. Takes the return feed. Picks off the feed. Now over to Biscuit Knees. Hooks it away in his own end. Sends it to the middle. Oh, he comes up with a stop.
Lehman's last save was absolutely incredible, James. Not only was it pure desperation and athleticism, but I'm not sure how he can stretch that far. I think he's been doing gymnastics in his off time.
Great hits up play in the neutral zone by Bricks. We've got icing on the play. Face-off coming up.
Well, that was a 10-bell save. We're going to get to watch it again here on the replay, James. But man, oh man, when you find the puck like that and you have the instincts and urgency and the desperation to attack it, that is one heck of a save.
Boston's got the lead here late in this first period. Biscuit Knees wins the face-off in the offensive zone.
The coach and team reminding each other that this is a critical face-off. Anytime you've got your opponent on their heels after an icing, you have to find a way to have urgency in attack.
Takes a hit, he goes down to the ice and toss off the puck. Shakes off the coverage. Time ticking away, and he comes up big. And a lot of people excited as this opening period comes to an end. One of the all-time great rock acts from the 80s getting set to play here for these fans. And we'll catch our breath. Back with more in a moment. Second period set to get underway. The second stanza is underway as the puck is dropped. Let's go. We got a stoppage. Let's get the call. Jordan's getting called for tripping.
These are typically easy calls for officials to make as the opponent goes falling to the ice at the hands of your stick. Tough one to take.
Boston's power play unit puts their hard hats on as they go back to work.
They haven't scored on the power play yet, but they have another opportunity. The key to this one, gain possession so they can set up.
Boston's going to start with the puck inside the offensive zone. There's a blast! And he gets in front of that one.
Well, he didn't flamingo there, and if you want to be on a PK, you got to make sure that you get to those shooting lanes hard and fast.
He's it over. Looks the puck into the offensive zone corner. Here he is in front. And a great save. Slides the puck across. Woods setting up against the wall. Jostling for the puck, and he loses control. Boston's got a hold of it against the wall. And he easily stops that one. The Broons come up empty-handed on the power play. We're back to even strength here.
Power plays dictate games, and this one did not. And the coach will not be happy with the setup or the opportunity that this unit gave them.
And he gets in front of that rocket. Dishes it to Woods. And he loses possession of the puck after trying to make one too many moves. And he's taken down. The official's arm signaling for a penalty. Look out, they can create some trouble here. Extra attackers on the ice with the delayed penalty looming. Jordan's getting called for tripping on the play.
Now you got to toe the line. You can play with an edge, but you certainly can't play frustrated and take penalties consistently. That's the second of the period.
Play resumes here as he wins the draw inside the offensive zone. Boston's got possession of the puck. Takes the feed up ahead.
First pass leads to the offense. That's a great one.
With the man advantage, and they make it click.
I like that the shooter had the mentality, just shoot it right away on the inside of the post, just recognizing that there was enough of an opening, and I think that the goaltender thought it was covered.
Boston's putting on an offensive clinic, now up 3-0.
How often do you dominate possession? You can't find the back of the net. Well, different story tonight. They're executing on their chances.
Shakes off the defender with some nifty moves. To his teammate. Stopped by the goaltender. He got a little piece of that one.
Wagner's been able to watch the game for most of the night from the other end because of the offense.
And they do it again and again and again.
The coaches will be preaching, listen, have no mercy. Continue the pounding, continue the beating because they are on a roll. He makes no mistake going top shelf here, James, but it's all about the initial D, pulling the goaltender out of position, then reading what you have and elevating the puck.
Boston's got to be pleased with the effort they've had tonight. I mean, they just continue to pile up the goals.
Well, you want to buy in, and the coach will be impressed by this. You buy in defensively, and it creates offense because you're quick to get pucks and go north, and this is exactly how you take care of your own zone. How about the majority of shots in the offensive zone as well? 215. It's been complete today so far, James.
I gotta say, it was never my favorite Sally, but the return of the mile-high salute comes back after that one.
Yeah, Yager is back as you look at him right there. Just puts the hand to the forehead and boom, salutes everyone for that goal.
Takes a spill onto the ice and loses the puck. Flash from the blue line. Oh, they call that friendly fire as he goes on one of his teammates. Huge play in his own end to come up with the puck. Denies him in front. We got a whistle as the puck's frozen. Boston's dominated right from the start. Their offense clicking on all cylinders, and they lead here in the second. Toronto's won the draw. Now let's see what they can do with it. And that's blocked in traffic. And he takes the feed. Puts it on net. Oh, and somehow he gets a sliver of it and keeps it at bay. Boston's got the puck in the defensive end. Toronto's got the puck. Oh, some strong physicality on the play. The Bruins have a hold of it in the defensive zone.
This could be used.
And he rings the post.
The Bruins have a big lead here. They've been dominating possession. Everything's about habits, being aggressive, staying on the puck. But you know that they always want to put it in, and this one just wires off the frame.
Shuts him down.
That's an incredible save here. It's post to post, but how about the power to be able to move laterally that fast to make that save?
And there we go. Icing is the call. The Bruins have spent the majority of tonight in the offensive zone, and they continue to lead big time here late in the second. Toronto's got the puck inside the offensive zone. That's a beautiful pass save by the goalie there. And he takes the dish. Oh, what a pass! Scores! And there's the hat-trick three as the magic number.
It's a magic number. He's doing everything he can to take the crowd out of this one as he's with the away team, but he's been dominated, playing really confident all night long. Some really great puck movement and speed through the neutral zone to gain that possession on entry, James, and then it's all about drive and attack. They take advantage of the numerical advantage, and they bury it.
Boston's firepower in full effect tonight as they continue to dominate late in period number 2.
And this is a collective and cohesive effort as well. And you know in the intermission, there's going to be a lot of chatter and some relaxation laughs in that dressing room because they have this lead, they have this game. They just want to come out and continue to play the way they started it.
Welcome back to EA Sports. The final frame looms here as the officials set to drop the puck on period number 3. It has been a thorough dismantling through the first 40 minutes. Let's see if they can try to change that here in the third. All right, Cheryl, we played 2 periods in this one. Give the fans at home your take on what you see. And another goal for the road team here tonight, and the rain of booze has begun from the crowd.
Yeah, right from the rafters, all the way down. The booing begins, and it doesn't let up. They cannot believe that their team is just not playing tonight, not happy with the effort. They're getting blown out. They used their speed on this counter-attack and gave themselves an odd man advantage here, James. And what they did was they capitalized. They had multiple looks. They could pass it, they could shoot it. Goaltender couldn't figure it out. It winds up in the back of the net.
Toronto won the draw in the neutral zone. Here they come on the attack. With possession along the wall. Moves the puck. Boston's looking to break out of their own end. From the defensive zone, they move the puck around. The Broons carry it along the wall. Takes a shot. Oh, how did he stop that? What a save by Lehman. From the point, they take control of it. And makes the routine save.
Biscuit Knees has had multiple scoring chances and good looks in this game. Finally drops it. You can certainly tell that he's happy about that one. I just love his game overall, though. He's been dominating in terms of offensive numbers, just the way he's handled the puck, the way he's just been a magician in and around the net to create his own space, and he finally gets rewarded for it.
Boston's won the draw inside the offensive zone. Now let's see what they can do with it. Throws the puck along the half wall. Sends it down low. Oh, he hammered him.
He knew exactly what he was doing going into this along the boards, James. I love that it was a clean hit. He finishes it off perfectly.
Goaltender hangs on for the whistle.
When an athlete's having a type of game like this, you just say, get him the puck, and that's exactly what's happening tonight, because every time it's on his stick, he's finding a way to fill the net here, James. A Hattie so far in this game, he has been lethal when that puck is on his stick.
Boston showing no signs of slowing down here in this third period, up big time. They win the face-off here in their own end and take possession. zone. Centering pass in front, and he shuts down a great scoring chance there. Quick blast. Oh, breaks it off the outside of the iron. Thought he had the...
Sometimes it's all working for you, James, and it's all working for him tonight, and you wish you could just circle these dates on the calendar and remember them and recall them when you're facing adversity, because everything seems to be working for him tonight. When it's on his stick, when it's off the stick, his shot, everything is looking good. A multiple-point effort in this one so far.
Saucer pass. Here's a feed in front, and that goes off someone in front. Moves it to Jordan. Coming up, blood short-handed. Wow.
Well, you gotta love the aggressive nature of this PK unit. They jumped, they attacked him, and they got the puck. They found a way to cash in and convert on the opportunity.
Toronto's got to find a way to continue to attack here now, right, Cheryl?
Yeah, and they're going to do that by throwing defensive structure out the window and just pushing forward. You can expect four players to be involved in the attack when they get going north.
And a solid save on the play there.
Being on the power play is a privilege. Trust me, I know I was never on it, always on the PK. So for those players who didn't execute, yes, they had a comfortable lead, and some would say it's not a big deal, but to each and every one of them, it should be. I didn't like anything about that power play, James, and I'll tell you who else didn't. The coach and the...
The captain leading by example. The game haven't looked very good at all tonight, but here we go with something in the third.
You know the staff is going to be proud that they fought right to the end here, but they'll look to utilize their bench knowing that this game is out of reach.
Here's a short pass to Jordan. And offside, we'll get a reset here. Boston's dominated in the puck possession department, putting plenty of shots on net, and they lead by a wide gap in the third. Grabs the puck in the defensive zone. Oh, a direct hit on the play. Oh, oh.
Well, the other team, they should be hearing footsteps, James, because he's been doing it all night long. I mean, it is intentional, but it's clean. He's been throwing down the hits all game long.
Here's a shot. Denied by the goaltender. Moves the pass in front. Oh, off the iron. Scooped up along the wall by Broons. Jordan's got him in the offensive zone. Toronto's got it now. And he sidesteps the check there. Slides it across. Makes the save. Through the neutral zone and into the offensive end. Passes up front. And that doesn't connect. They've got some momentum here. Here's the chance in front. And he denies that great opportunity there.
Well, we all know in playoffs that the ice closes up quickly. It can feel real small out there, and so you got to find ways to create your space. And that's a huge hit right there, sending a message, trying to open up ice and open up space.
Boston's offense has not been a problem tonight. They put a lot of shots on net and laid it big time late in this third period. Puck is dropped and he wins the draw here in the defensive zone. Beautiful feed up ahead from the right wing side. Toronto's going to play the puck from behind the cage. From the right side, moves it up ahead. Chance at an empty netter here. And that shot gets caught in traffic. Warren sends the puck against the half wall. Oh, wow, what a save!
An unbelievable save there, James. I mean, a combination of technical skill and athleticism equals desperation. Outstanding. Wagner's dodged in and
into the wide open cage. It's an empty net emotions at each end of the ice, but I absolutely love this moment, Cheryl.
Yeah, I love the tradition, right? Because you've had a hard-fought battle.